So, perhaps a little unusually, I'm going to show off a demo that I have kind of been picking at. And the reason I've been picking at, and I'm doing a not blind playthrough, is when I initially tried to do a blind and recorded playthrough, I was doing it on keyboard. This game is not optimized for keyboard. Currently, I have a borrowed Switch controller, which is also not exactly ideal for this, but it's been better than the keyboard was. And I will get into what the controls looked like in a minute. So I've been doing a lot better with the controller. I can tell that this game is very much meant for it. It could use some key rebind at the very least. Anyhow, I'm showing this, and I find the visuals to be very charming. It is a bit of a roguelike, and it's about a garden of witches. Look at that beautiful storybook animation. Long, long ago, witches were born from a boundless darkness. Look at that art. And the little scratches of words, not in a language that exists. They knew neither why they were born nor what their purpose was. I do want to know if that is actually translatable or if somebody just made random jots in a way that looked like words and phrases. Then, one day, the Dream Witch appeared in their world. I'll say if it is translatable in any way, it is definitely not in English. There's not enough strokes for that to be letter for letter. Or if it is in English, then there's some conflation of sounds. This Dream Witch was able to create a world of her own design. And again, look at that implication of character design through just silhouette, just the shadow being cast. It looks very likely that whatever she looks like, she has a crescent moon on her head. It'd be fitting for a dream witch. Curious, the other witches asked if they could join her in her world. The Dream Witch graciously granted them entrance. Again, a crescent moon. And it became known as the Garden. Very nice use of the glowing text. That word is definitely garden. And here we have our playing character. A little Stitch Witch. Little needle and thread girl. Named Syl. Phew, it's finally done. She almost seems to be a little doll herself. No other witch in the world will have a home as wonderful as this. And then Canel. Maybe Canil? I'm not quite sure. For how long, though? Huh? It's long past time for a tea party. Ah, you're right. Well, I'm sure the other witches will come and invite me when it's time. The garden might come to ruin the longer we wait. Foreshadowing. That is going to very immediately pay off. There we go. My home! Your lovely new quilt you just finished. Looks like the apocalypse is already coming. My precious home, I worked so hard on it. Why not just leave it? It looks like a nice ornament. But then my home will get even more ruined. The rest of the garden, too. At least you won't have to go through the bother of keeping everything clean anymore. This isn't the time for jokes. What are you going to do, then? What else? Gather the other witches for a tea party. There's no other way to put Nahatra to sleep. And that is what I consider an interesting little lore tidbit, because we don't know who Nahatra is, for sure. I'm suspecting perhaps the Dream Witch. We don't know why she has to stay asleep. We don't know why her waking up is causing this or causing these problems. And that might be information for later in the game. Definitely something beyond what the demo can show. The demo is very limited. I guess. So the demo is officially about an hour or two of gameplay. I suspect that depends very heavily on your actual skill with these kinds of games, to be honest. So, we've got scissors, nothing in this home can really be interacted with, except for those scissors and only at the end of the run. So let's go ahead and do a first run here. I'll be back soon. Okay. The nightmares have already spread this far. Yeah, right into your home at that. The others have completely forgotten about the tea party, haven't they? Fiona? Are you there? Nope. She's definitely passed out somewhere, clearly intoxicated by the scent of the flowers. I'd better hurry. It's not good to smell the flowers here for long. Alright, so it is a very simple scheme. You get your 4 buttons for your skills, you've got your joystick or any other buttons that might be on different controllers for moving. It is a lot smoother than keyboard. You want to know what keyboard looked like? The keyboard was arrow keys to move, so the right hand, and the skills were Z, X, C, space. You want to know what space was? Dash. The bottom skill on that little diamond that you cannot see with my character. Okay. 1 second. Okay. Without my little avatar in the way, you can kind of see that the bottom button is the dash. See how it's on cooldown now. The next button over is attack. Now, in the keyboard layout, dash is space. Attack is like Z, I think it was. With my controller, the Switch controller here, you would think that the letters would align to the actual placement of the skills. So, you know, the downwards most letter is going to be your dash, the one over here is going to be attack, then up here and here will be the other 2 skills that you pick up on the way. No. No. Dash is this button. A. It is to the right. So it's rotated, right? So, like, attack will be downwards because it's, like, in a little rotation. No. Attack is X. It's up. And then the other 2 skills are screwy as well, because the top one is left and the right one is down. And, yeah, I cannot look at that and expect to know anything that is going on. So, we have just got to muddle through and hope for the best. This is 100% meant for controllers and not Switch ones. So, this is what we're dealing with. Just understand that I am operating with not only the handicap of not being good at this, but also the handicap of nothing making sense. So, these are our first little enemies. Little buggy guys in the garden. We've got smudges of darkness all over the screen. And we are just going to wail on them until they go down. Nothing fancy. Now, when you go through a door that has a book, you get a new spell. And these are the spells that they show up 3 at a time randomized. And these are some of the first ones we have access to. Counter blocks most damage for a second. Count before counter attacking. That's one where you are very good at your timing. Needle shot. Basically, it is a delayed damage on multiple targets. I like sewing wheel because it makes a little spinny wheel that runs around the screen for you. You basically spawn it and then you keep running. So I'm going to do that. And then I'm going to also go for this book again because I want another skill. I want to fill up my skills as quickly as possible. It might just be me, but that's what I want. There we go. There's our little sewing wheel. Look at it shred through them. All right, beautiful. Summoned all. This is going to be another passive thing where I just spawn it and it goes. We'll see how often I remember to do so. So, this door is a passive skill plus health. I don't need health right now. This door is a scissors upgrade. We're going to go for the scissors upgrade. So, this is going to be one of our first special weird enemies. And that is this guy who makes little potion things appear. Oh, I took some damage there that I should not have. Walked into that. Alright, let's see. We can pick up scissors shooting needles when they crit. sharpness when a charge is consumed, and critical damage then increases damage of next spell. Okay, cool. Let's go for the sharpness. Basically, the scissors get better after we do a spell. Alright. At least that's my understanding of it. Next bunch of enemies. We got 2 wheels going. There we go. Alright, let's see. We get 2 of these now. I'm going to increase spell damage. Thank you very much. And let's decrease some cooldowns. Okay. There we go. Look at these. Little adorable plush kittens that can help shred my enemies. Alright. I am taking some unnecessary damage. Just by being too slow for some things. Kitty, go attack. Whoops. Alright, let's see. I think I want more cooldowns. Decreased. Let's increase scissors damage. Alright, so we can do 2 more passive skills, or we can go for a spell upgrade. But all my spells are full. I've got 4 slots and 4 spells. Dash and attack counting as not so much spells as abilities. Well, if you are all full and you go for a book, you get some bonus stuff. Let's go ahead and take care of this. Perfect. Alright, it's all about the summoning doll right now. Usually there's a bit of a mix and it depends on what spells you have. So, we can get a shield, or a stack of shields rather. We can decrease the cooldown, or we can increase the max charge and summon more of them. Alright, effectively either one of them will allow more summons. Let's go ahead and do max charge just so I can spam it all at once. Okay, we are just before the boss. Pre-boss room is a well. You either recover 20 HP or you get a passive attribute. I'm going to go for the attribute. I am 9 HP down and I am not going to beat her on this run anyway. So, let's decrease all cooldowns. Let me spam every ability I have. So, because the demo only includes up to 2 bosses, like they say 1 to 2 hours of gameplay, they made the bosses harder than they're going to be in the full release. And we have somebody who's a little intoxicated. Fianna, wake up! We need to do a tea party. It's already too late. Red and yellow, morel mushrooms, poppies, and boom. I like her butterfly wings, though. Yes, let's dance. Dance for a wonderful dream. Looks like I'll need to smack some sense into her. Alright, let's go. She's going to do a bunch of these. Alright. Becomes very hard to evade her. Alright, I am taking damage no matter what at this point, and I only have so much health. Stick close to her. Except for then. Oh, I hate that part. She does this expanding flower of circles, which is very on point for her. Yep. We did not make it very far. The timing on those is real rough. It might just be me, but even though I've done it many times now, it is still hard. And I don't have the HP buffer or the attack strength. Oh no. Better luck next time. We're back to the storybook, and the page in which we lost gets ripped out, and we reset to the beginning. We don't have combat stats. Now this is interesting. If you see these achievements, each one gives you a number of coins. We have earned 23 for experiencing death once, 5 cumulative normal battle clears, acquiring certain attributes for the first time, and acquiring certain spells for the first time. We are not going to be able to get these again. Even if you do a new run on the same game, you will not be able to acquire Summoned All by getting Summoned All. That is an achievement. You get it once. Now what you do with this is those coins upgrade you. So you can get another dash. You can increase the scissor attack speed, the move speed, the max HP and base attack. And with that, you can then go on another run. Now, I'm not going to do that right now. I am going to bring up the game that I have been playing where I've maxed everything out, and I'm going to show that instead because I'm going to get a lot further with it. 1 second. Okay. So I've gone back to the original game, the one that I am about halfway through the achievements of. And I have, in this game, maxed out everything that is capable of being maxed. I've maxed out all the abilities that are open and upgradable to the point at which the game says no more for the demo. There might be more in the base game, I don't know for certain. So, what we are going to do now is go out on a fresh run. Now here's the thing. You might have noticed it just sped up a ton right then. That is because I have the skip on, so that it fast forwards through all the dialogue and stuff you've already seen. That is, I wish it was slightly better done, because to be quite honest, I don't really want to see that every single time I do a new run, especially in the beginning when I'm going to be doing runs very often. Alright, let's see. Let's go ahead and summon Doll again. Alright, new book. Now, in this, I have actually, in the past, gotten past the first boss. I have not gotten past the second. They are very rough. Okay, let's do the passive run, and let's go ahead and get a scissor upgrade. Because I'm going to be relying on those to do a lot of damage. Alright, let's go. Cooldown decrease when scissors crit and you get needles, scissor crit, and it spawns a seed. Now a seed is from a spell that you will not see until you've defeated the first boss. You defeat the first boss, and you get a new spell in the rotation and in the roster. It didn't show up here, so we're not going to be doing a run with it. But I do appreciate that, because that opens up more achievements for you to get. It's more upgrades that you can get along the way. Let's go ahead and shoot some needles. Why not? I haven't shown that off. I did not take the needle spell. What needles do is tethers you to a creature, and then does damage to them at the end of a certain time span. There we go. Let's increase the scissor damage. Why not? And decrease cooldowns. I like being able to cast spells more often and basically get more charges out of something. It looks like we crit. There's a thread, and it just took damage from that thread. Nice, okay. Why not maximum stack of threads? Let's see if we can get 2 threads out of that, and let's increase scissors damage again. Alright, go for a scissor upgrade. I'm gonna see if we can get to the second boss, and the final boss of the demo in this run. So far, so good. We have taken no damage, so that is definitely something. Ooh. We can spawn a seed. Why not? Though I will say increasing damage on scissors is always good. So, we are at the well, just before the boss, with full health, so we just need a passive attribute. Let's go ahead and increase spell damage a little bit, just to round things out a little. It can be fun going all in on one thing, but yeah, for the sake of it. Alright, so we're going to speed through this because I've already seen it. I will turn off the skip afterwards. Alright, we took a little bit of a hit there. Bosses typically do about 5 damage per hit. Basic enemies do 3. My dash ran out. Alright, okay. And that was enough because the thread connected and did some damage. Now, here's the thing. That's not the end. She has a phase change. So we are going to be scooting around this maze because we need to get into the middle of it before that timer runs down. And eat away damage, and then, okay. Phase 2, let's go. More of the same for the most part. Just more of it. Oh, took that. That's okay. I took that and I didn't need to. There we go. Okay, that's the first boss done. Now, here's the thing. I'm turning off skip. Because, unfortunately, we did miss a little bit there. But nightmares. Eek, you're right. How did this happen? Oh, goodness, my flower garden is going to be ruined. Will you stay with me until then, Syl? I've been so lonely. Now, I do think that there's a little bit of an accident with the dialogue or the writing here, because it feels like a line got skipped, or a line got scrapped, but then the follow-up wasn't changed. Because this is going to take, it's going to be ruined. But then, will you stay with me until then? Maybe there was supposed to be something about it's going to take forever to fix? Will you stay with me till then? Sorry, I'm too busy. I need to find the other witches for the tea party. Oh, right. Tea party. Come join us when you're ready, got it? Sure. After one more cup of tea. It's like, lady, there's going to be a tea party. You'll get plenty of tea there. Vienna! All right, all right. See you later. Okay, and then you get a free upgrade at the end of it. Now, I do think that it would be a good idea if we could get a free upgrade and also just a little bit of health. Doesn't have to reset to full, but a little bit of health would help, because as of right now, whatever health you have left at the end of this boss fight, you start the second stage with. And that is going to be a form of attrition, because there's not usually a lot of opportunities to regain health in these runs. So, every 1 second while inflicting a hit, you grant a shield. Ooh. Okay. When casting summoned dolls, there's 3 or more connected threads. I do not have threads. So let's go with the shield. Please excuse the doggy in the background. He is being vocal. I really hope she doesn't forget. Now, here's an interesting writing thing about that. It implies that in future runs, she might have forgotten and was getting drunk again, and therefore that's why it repeats. However, the dialogue, as of right now, and again, this is a demo, this is early, it is not out yet, it's not finished. It does imply, writing-wise, that the dialogue is repeating and stuff like that, but it's all, like, within the scope of the world, but also the way that it fully resets and you get the same dialogue at the very beginning when you leave the house and have no reason to repeat what you've already said tells me that it's a little bit more in the line of the traditional RPG game over, where it's more like a meta-text sense of the game saying, actually, that's not what happened. Try again. There is a correct answer. So I'm not quite sure where this game is supposed to sit. I think it's supposed to be more on the that didn't happen, let's start over, and less on the we are in a loop that is never going to end. Anyhow, new area, and I do appreciate that it is a very different looking area. We need Abigail's pumpkin pie for the tea party. But last time I set foot in her field, she came swinging at me with her scythe. She's always locking herself away in her farm. 1 second. Anyhow. If only we could meet more often. Alright, we're starting with 65 out of 100 health, exactly what we left off with, which is why, again, I'd really like it if there was just a little jot of extra health that you could get before getting into a new area, especially because I'm about to make some stupid mistakes. See, if I'm not careful, I just take damage. So, let's increase damage of scissors, because we desperately need it. I need all the help we can get. Okay, here is one moment where we can get extra health. We're going to get one skill upgrade instead of two, and a little bit of passive, little health. It's usually about 20, if I remember correctly. The big guy, and let's increase scissor damage more. Alright, there we go. We've got a little health up, and now we get two skill upgrades, two passives. Let's go. Okay, if I can lead them over this flower, it'll explode on them. There we go. Nice. Alright, not bad, not the best, but sure. We can increase the flower damage because they show up now. Okay, let's keep going. We're at 76 out of 100, which is better actually than we started with, but I have lost a little, even though I gained a bit too. Alright, we're getting somewhere. I just gotta be careful not to step into the puddles. Alright, these lantern guys shoot flames. They're slow moving, but God help you if you're up close to them. Because it is so hard to not be in the path of it. Okay, here we go. Increase scissor damage a bit further, I think. Decrease cooldowns. Ooh, we can get an upgrade to a spell. Why not? I usually favor that over the passive upgrades for some reason. I don't think one is necessarily better than the other. I just like being able to go, yes, this one spell is now that much better. It feels more concentrated, I guess. Like a big upgrade. Okay, not being that. Okay. Come on, cat. Come and take care of this for me. Alright, when casting Summoned All, you grant the shields. Oh, if there's one or more flowers within 8 meters, withers one flower and summons an additional doll. Interesting. Interesting. There's a lot of interesting synergies here. I think let's go with the flower one just for the off chance. There is no guarantee of it because the flower, frankly, only shows up if I crit. And there's not a great way to time that. I'm going to go ahead and recover HP because I'm going to need every jot of it. If this one has a phase change, I have not seen it. Hi, Abigail. Abigail? Look at that shadowed portrait. You remember me, right? I know we don't see each other often, but... Trespasser. Get off my land! Here we go again. Okay. Ooh, boy! We're starting off strong. Okay. Yeah, I always forget that I need to, conserve a dash for that. Always forget. I've done this like 3 times. Whoops. Okay, I need to get inside. Nope, I did that badly. Yeah, the only way to escape the big arc is to dash. Oh god. I'm doing this badly. I am using up my dashes on other stuff, and it's not good. And my dash came back. Okay. Oh my god, we got to a phase change. Alright. Okay, okay. I need, ooh. I think that I'm supposed to be taking these out. I did as stupid and I took a hit I didn't need to. Oh god. I thought I was outside of that. I was not. Oh, 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 oh. Jeez. Bloody hell. Okay. Do I have a chance in hell of finishing this? I don't know. Not if I keep taking hits like that. Nope, nope, nope. Oh my god. Well, I was not expecting to actually do a successful run for the stream. I thought for sure that that was going to be just another fail. But we made it. Phew. Have you calmed down now? Oh, look at her. She's adorable. Look at that little haystack scarecrow hair. Abigail. She just doesn't speak much. Don't say too much at once. You're aware the nightmares are spreading through the garden, right? They trespassed on my farm, so I got angry and tried to get rid of them all. But I couldn't. Dealing with nightmares isn't as simple as pruning a tree. They won't stop until the entire garden is ruined. Only a tea party can stop that from happening. That's the contract we signed, remember? Ooh, lore. That does sound familiar. Familiar? Do you really care about anything except your farm? How often do you even step outside this field? Quit nagging. Ugh, fine. You're coming to the tea party though, right? Yes. See you later then. I need to go gather the others. And with that, we have come to the end of the demo. With 30 health remaining. So, as it says, this is a demo version of Garden of Witches. And if you are at all interested in this, go ahead and check out their store page on Steam. As of right now, I think I'm just going to leave it there. So, thanks for hanging out, and have a good one.